Hey there, teachers. My name is Anna, and welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy you're here today. So today, we are going to dive deep into 5 back-to-school activities that I love to do with my students each and every year. So we're going to dive deep, and we're going to get in quick, and I'm going to give you some great activities to do that are going to keep your students engaged and really give you a great benchmark of where they are in terms of their reading and their writing and their spelling and their decoding. So let's jump into this video. But before I get into it, if you're new here, again, my name is Anna DiGilio. I was a primary teacher for 23 years, and on this channel, we dive deep into all of the activities, the techniques, the tactics, the strategies, everything that I did and do in my own classroom on this channel. So please, if these types of videos interest you, click that subscribe button and that little bell next to it, because I like to share all of my ideas with my teacher friends on YouTube. So let's jump in. We're going to talk about 5 different activities that I love to do during back to school time every single year. So the first activity I want to talk about is going to be a freebie for you. So definitely stay to the end so I can give this freebie to you. So one of the first activities I do with my students when they come into school, it's actually, we start it on the first day of school. After we do all of that kind of housekeeping stuff on the first day of school, one of the first activities I do is a read aloud with my students on the carpet, and I read this story called How I Spent My Summer Vacation by Mark Teague. Super easy story, but really, really adorable, and it's a rhyming book as well, but it's a great back to school activity. And then what we do is we make a circle on the carpet, and we all share one thing we did over the summer. Really quick, we go around, I usually had anywhere between 21 and 24 students in my class, so we like to go super quick, and we just share one thing that we did over the summer that was fun or that we enjoyed, and that's what we do first. And then I introduce them to my Scoop on Summer flip-flap book. So this is their first experience with one of the types of projects I do all year long. So in this particular activity, the Scoop on Summer, we're going to ask them multiple things about their summer. First, they're going to write 4 words to describe their summer on the lines. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to create an acrostic poem about their summer using the letters in the word summer. So I'm going to teach them how to do an acrostic poem as well. So there's a lot of teaching that's going into this as well. The next part is summer happenings, where they went, another place that they went, something that they saw, and another thing that they saw. They can draw pictures, they can write sentences, whatever level that your students are at, you can ask them to do that. The next thing I ask them to do is I have them write about their summer vacation. What they did, where did they go, did they have fun, maybe write about one event, because we want to really kind of narrow it down to one thing that they did during the summer, because some students might have difficulty writing about their whole summer. So if students are having difficulty with that, I'll say narrow in on one place or one thing that you did this summer that you really loved. I love this activity because it really gives me a great benchmark on their writing skills, their spelling skills, their conventions of grammar. There's so many skills that go into this book that give me a great benchmark to see how they're coming into my grade. So this is a freebie for you. So don't forget to click that link below to download this freebie, because I've got it just for you. So don't forget. So that's one of the first things I do with my students on the first day of school. Now, the second day of school, now of course there's a lot more things that go into the first day of school, but I'm only sharing 5 activities with you today. So one of the next activities that I do is I do another flip book called My First Week Of. I also have My First Day Of. We've got first grade, we've got second grade, we've got second grade, we've got third grade, right? So what we do is, and we also have 4th grade. So we have first grade, second grade, third grade, 4th grade, and 5th grade. We have all the grades. But what this is more of a keepsake, because what we're asking the students to do is they're going to do, I'll show you all the activities inside, but then what we also have in the same unit is the last week of. I love this activity because the students work on this a little bit every day for the first week of school. We do 1 or 2 pages every day. And then right towards the end of school, I have another booklet in the same unit called The Last Week of School. The kids love this because I save these in my back closet. And then at the end of the year, after we finish the last week of school, I show them their first week of school, and I tell them to look in there and compare their writing, their handwriting, what their drawings look like. I show them, look at all of the growth that you had this year in second grade or first grade or third grade or whatever grade you're teaching. My students love this, and my parents loved it. So what I did was, after we finished the last week of school at the end of the year, now, one more thing before I say that, I also hung these up on my bulletin board, which I'll show you a picture of right here. Another thing that we would do is I would then make it into like a book. So I would get those big, larger pieces of construction paper. I think they're 12 by 15. I think that's the size they were, 12 by 15. And I would glue each of the books on, my first week on one page and my last week on the other page, and we'd send it home. And the parents loved them, and they really saw the growth in their students. So let's jump in and show you what you have to do on each page. Now, first, second, third, fourth, they have varying ability and varying activities on each grade level because of the ability levels of that grade. So the first day of first grade is super simple because maybe students are having difficulty with writing. They don't know all their sounds yet, whatever it may be. So it's super simple. On the first day of school, I felt, and they draw a picture. On the next page, what they think first grade is going to be like. On the next page, it says what they want to learn about. So it says they're going to learn all new exciting things. I want to know what they're excited to learn about. This gives me a little bit of a glimpse inside to what they're thinking about first grade or whatever grade it is. And then they write about something they learned on the first week. So we do a lot during the first week of school. So here they'll write about something they learned the first week and why they think first grade's going to be fantastic. And then they draw a picture of themselves. So that's what the first grade looks like. Second grade, again, also looks like this. So here's an example. Here's the first week of second grade, and here is the last week of second grade. So I just did a sample of this one. So it's the first week, which one? The first week and the last week, right? First week and last week. So let's go into this. Now, second grade, a little bit more difficult, right? On the first day of second grade, I am blank, I feel blank, I need blank. So just some feelings and thought words. How do you think second grade is going to be different from first grade? A little bit more writing goes into this. The next page. You're going to be learning so many new things. What are you most excited to learn about? There's more writing. Write about a new friend that you met in class. Write 2 things that you learned about your new friend and draw their picture. Now, if you want to do a little bit of like a turn and talk activity for this page, I think it's a great idea. So what I would do is if children are shy because it's the first week of school, they're not talking to a lot of the other children in the class, or they're new to the school, they might not know a lot of the children, right? So I always do a turn and talk during this activity. So we take about 10 minutes, I pair students up, and I tell them to meet a new friend. And I tell them to share a few things that they love, if they have a hobby, something that they maybe that they collect. So I give them some ideas. I also write it on the board, so I give them some talking points. And then it's easy for the students to write about their new friend. Now, sometimes, some years, I actually have them draw a picture of their new friend, and some years I actually just take a quick picture on my iPhone and then of the 2 of them together, and we print them out and put them in the books. It's really very cute when you do that. And then the last thing is this page. On the first day or first week of second grade, they write about something that they learned, and then what they're going to do on this page is they're going to find a friend. Let me just get this a little bit more settled. So here we go. Okay. So they're also going to find a friend. They're going to find a friend who loves to read, has a dog, plays an instrument, likes broccoli. So they're going to walk around the room. I give them about 15 minutes for them for this activity. And they walk around in the room and they say, do you like broccoli? Do you play an instrument? Do you have a dog? So they get to know lots of the kids. Yes, it can be a little chaotic at times, but just give them very specific directions on how to do this activity so you keep the chaos to a minimum, all right? And then, of course, they can draw a picture of either a new friend or themselves during the first day of second grade. So that's our first week. I provide you with first week of and first day of, so you get to choose. Now, the last week, so now this is what they're going to do on the last week of school. On the last week of school and the last day of school, how do they feel? What do they need? I am something. Then I asked, how do they think third grade's going to be from second grade, how it's going to be different. Then I said, you learned so many things in second grade. What did you love learning about the most? They love writing this one because usually they're quite passionate about something that I taught throughout the year. Write about one of your friends in class this year. Write about some fun things that you did together. So they'll draw a picture or again, take a picture of that particular child and write about something fun that they did. And the last page is, what are you going to miss about second grade and why second grade was super? And here they can draw a picture, or some years, again, I put a picture of them on the last day of school. It's just a really cute keepsake for parents, and it's definitely something parents keep because remember, they're getting a first week and a last week. So it's really a keepsake for them to see how their child has grown over the years. So I love adding the real photographs in here because they see such a change from the first week to the last week of school, and then we send it home. I've gotten emails the last week of school when this project has gone home where parents loved it. So this is definitely something I suggest you do on the first week of your whatever grade you are. So I have first grade, second grade, third grade, fourth grade, and fifth grade. So we have third grade here. I don't have fourth or fifth printed out, but I have them for every grade except kindergarten. So first, second, third, fourth, and fifth, I have it available for you. All these links will be down in my description. Now, next activity. I love doing an All About Me. So this All About Me activity is very differentiated because I give you all different black and white pictures of children, and then they illustrate them on their own. So they're just black and white, and they can color them however they want, and they can choose whichever head looks similar to theirs, like their hairstyle or things like that. So you have lots of choices inside of their All About Me unit. I'm going to put a picture right here on the screen to show you what one of my students looked like on our bulletin board. The parents love these. We did them before back to school night, and then we hung them up, and the parents read through them on back to school night when they looked around the classroom. Absolutely loved them, and they loved when I sent them home because they were really just adorable. So in the All About Me, this is again where I add a picture of them. I take pictures of every child the first week of school, and I put that picture on the first page. And then they're going to write about their birthday. They're going to write about what grade they're in, who their best friend is, and when they grow up, what they want to be, why they're special. And then they talk about a few of their favorite things: food, sport, book, technology, animal, TV show. And then they're going to write all about their family. They'll write about their family. They'll draw a picture of their family, or they can even bring a picture in of their family. And the last thing that they write about is fun. For fun, what do I like to do? Whether it's read books or draw pictures or sing songs or whatever, ride bikes, ride a skateboard. And this is such a cute activity to put up on the bulletin board. I'll show you a picture right here of the bulletin board display that I put up. And again, parents loved it on back to school night. So this is another activity I would do the first week of school, All About Me, and really getting to know the children in the class, what their capabilities are. Another thing that's so great about these activities is cutting skills. We want to make sure students have those fine motor skills and practice those fine motor skills of cutting. So this is something I love to do as well. So we talked about the Scoop on Summer. We talked about our first week of school keepsake. We talked about our All About Me habits booklet. Again, all these links are below. And then if you wanted to do something a little bit different, maybe you didn't want to do a flip-flop book and you wanted to do a Tabbits book, this is the first day of first grade. So it's like this one, but it's just a different style. It's in a Tabbits format. And you could put it on a piece of construction paper, and you can put them up on the bulletin board. You could put them in an interactive notebook. So there's lots of ways you can use this. So on this one, it talks about their it just says, this is me in first grade, what they like to do. And again, I will put an actual picture of them from my cell phone. I print out lots of pictures of each child, so we use them for different projects. How they feel on the first day of school. I feel, and tell why they feel that way. So we're really getting into the writing, and we want, of course, drawing as well. So I always ask them to draw a little picture as well. This activity is about making words. We give them the first grade letters, and then they move them around and make as many words as they can using the word first grade, and they write them in the crayons. So it's a making words activity, and they use the little cutouts. This one is find a friend. So this one, again, is similar to what you found in one of my flip-flap books. Find a friend who has a brother, who likes s'mores, plays an instrument, loves apples, has black hair, loves math, loves to dance, rides the bus. All different things that they can ask around, and again, learn more about their classmates, get comfortable with their classmates, because that's the goal of the first week of school, getting them comfortable with their new classmates. And then the last page is our classroom rules. And I'm actually going to go over that in the next activity I talk about when we create our class rules. So this is where they could write about a couple of the rules that we make for the classroom together, and I'll talk about that in the next activity that we do. They could write it here. So again, I have this for first grade, I have it for second grade, I have it for third grade, and I have it for fourth grade. Just FYI, I also have all of these activities in a bundle that's super inexpensive, and you can pick and choose what you want to do each year with your students. So these are all the different Tabbits booklets that I have for the first day of school. Now this activity would probably get finished in one session or maybe two, depending on how your students are with their cutting skills and their coloring and their writing. I would say this could be done over 2 sessions or 2 time slots, either the first week of school, sometime during the first week of school, or even the first day. It's really a great getting to know you activity. So again, I have it for first, second, third, and fourth grade. So those are my first day of fourth grade or any grade Tabbits booklet. The last activity that I want to talk to you about is our lesson that we do on the rules for the classroom. So my favorite book to use with this is Lily's Purple Plastic Purse by Kevin Hanks. This is the book I read every year, and then together we create our classroom rules. And then when we do this activity, I have them choose 3 of the rules that we make together, and we write them in the back of the book, the last page of the booklet. Now for this activity, we read Lily's Purple Plastic Purse. We talk about the choices that Lily made on the first day of school and why they weren't the best choices, and how we can make great choices during our school year for a safe and fun classroom environment. And then what we do is I brainstorm with the students and I get their ideas on what will make us have a safe and happy classroom. And then we start writing down the rules, and we always do them in the positives. You know, we always clean up our area. We always clean up our desk. We always clean up our mess, things like that. But we always put it in more of a positive way. We don't say we don't leave a mess, right? We want to use the positive, right? So that's how we do it. And then I take all of their ideas, and then what I do, I also write their name down next to them on the chart paper, and then I kind of bundle together some of their ideas. So I'll put down, if it's something about sharing, I will always share supplies and be kind to my classmates, right? So that adds in 2 rules in kind of one sentence, because we want to keep it to a minimum of between 5 to 7 rules for the classroom or guidelines for the classroom. But I always include my students in this activity because they need to take ownership of those rules. So this is a great book, Lily's Purple Plastic Purse, to start this activity with, and then create the rules together as a class. We do this on the first day of school. This is one of our first activities we do after I do the Scoop on Summer. So I always like to do the sharing circle first after we do all of our, housekeeping stuff and getting our desks running and our supplies organized and our cubby together, right? After I do that, the Scoop on Summer and how I spent my summer vacation is always the first thing that we do. Later that day, then I will do Lily's Purple Plastic Purse and the rules for the classroom, and we make them together. So that's basically the types of activities that I do the first week or first day of school when my students are starting. Now, if you're interested in any of these resources, please click those links below in my description. And remember, this is a freebie for you. So head on down there, click that, and download this freebie so that you can use that in your classroom this year. And don't forget to check out this book, How I Spent My Summer Vacation by Mark Teague. It's just a great book to start up the year. And of course, another one of my favorites is Lily's Purple Plastic Purse by Kevin Hanks. I will put both of those in the description below if you'd like to check them out. So that's it from me. And one other thing, I want you to keep on the lookout for my next few videos that are going to be coming out, we're going to be talking about comprehension skills and strategies. This is a big topic, and we're going to go deep into every single comprehension skill and strategy you need to teach your students over the year. So stay on the lookout for those videos because they're coming up very, very soon. Not only that, we're going to be doing an entire series on our phonological awareness curriculum, how to teach phonological awareness with ease in your classroom. So that's coming up as well. So keep on the lookout for our series on phonological and phonemic awareness because we're going to go deep on those skills. So stay on the lookout for that. So again, thank you so much for watching. Please click that link below to subscribe to my channel and that little bell next to it so you are alerted every time one of my new videos goes live. And hey, don't forget to leave a comment below. I'd love to hear something that you love to do on the first day of school or the first week of school, and let's share ideas, our ideas with other teachers. So thanks so much again for watching. I hope this video will help you with some new ideas and fresh ideas to do during the first week of school. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.